Hi, and welcome back to the Systems Entrepreneur here on YouTube. I am Kelly, and yes, I teach systems, but I also want you to be a systems entrepreneur. And the first question people ask me is, do I actually really need systems, and what the heck are they anyways? So the first caveat is, if you have a business that has no systems or processes, you need to admit that you don't run a business, you have a job. And you know that because you can't leave at any point because things won't get done. And in that case, your boss is kind of a jerk because that boss is you and you're not being set up for success. Business systems are simply a process, a way of doing things. This is how we do business. And that's going to really differ across the industries, right? If you're a tech company or you're trying to disrupt an existing industry, it's very different than if you're an accountant or a photographer or a coach. But every business does stuff, and the system is simply documenting, here's how we do it well. When you have these systems, it gives you true freedom because you can unplug from work, you can go on vacation, you can do anything from end up in the hospital to have a baby to tour the world and still have a business that's successful. When you have systems, you can delegate and other people on your team can do tasks the way that you do them. Now, it's totally fine to hire people and be like, go figure it out yourself. But that's not only expensive because they're using your time and money to figure it out, it's also really risky. Can you imagine putting somebody on your team in charge of updating your website or sales or delivering content to clients and not being sure that they're doing a good job? Systems make sure that everything is done to your standard of quality and consistently, which is really important for the client experience. So there are three main reasons that business owners don't create systems. The first is that they have this belief that they're going to live forever and they don't need to leave anything for other people in their business because they're happy being in charge. And that works for a while. It worked for some of my clients until they had their first kid. And then they realized, oh, I'm gonna wanna take some time off. Or they end up with an illness. And this was pre-COVID. People still got sick or they weren't able to work the hours they had before. And all of a sudden they have the dual stress of an illness and their business going down. And then some people just believe that this is it for me. I want to do this for the rest of my life, so I'm okay doing it for the rest of my life. And while that's really great sentiment, it doesn't give you any space for growth, and it doesn't give you even the tools that you can use to have more consistency in your business. The second reason that most entrepreneurs don't create systems is they think nobody can do this like I can. And while that's true for some things, right? Like if you're an actor or actress, you don't necessarily want another actress to come in and take your role. There are some things that you can uniquely bring. But most of the things that we do don't require incredible uniqueness. And if there is like a special sauce to it, that can be taught and trained. That itself is valuable in your business when you document it and maybe even copyright it or patent it. The third big reasons that entrepreneurs don't create systems, and this is a bit of a turnabout, is that they want to have ultimate control over quality. It's kind of a mix of, I can do it myself and I'm going to do it best and nobody else will care like I care. And the important thing to remember is that systems don't ensure that you're a good leader within your company, but they make it a lot easier. Because when you hire someone, you're not just hiring them and hoping they do a good job. You're hiring them and giving them a process or system that they can use to be successful. And that system can have quality checks included. Because it's not true that nobody's going to care because only you can care. It's just everyone cares in their own way. And other people on your team can care about your business and create amazing things within your company. But the biggest challenge of systems is you got to let go of that stranglehold that you have on the way things are done because they're only able to be done by you. So this week's challenge and action step for you is to make a list of at least 3 things that would not happen in your business this week if you were not there to do them. These can be as simple as replying to emails or as complex as updating code for your app. But make sure that you write these down And then you can start looking at how you can systematize how you do the job, so that if you want to sell your company, if you win the lottery and decide to quit your business, if you have to go away for a while and you need someone to step in, you have resources available. So this week, just write down those 3 things and make sure you're subscribed to the channel to get ongoing content about systems and running your business and all the things that it takes to be a successful entrepreneur.